Sydney and this is Zelda. Welcome to our 8th episode on Sip with Sydney. And today we're going to work on the idiom, play it by ear. So before we get into the specifics, I need to ask you guys to like and subscribe to our channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. And we're going to work on boba today. So I figured that I keep trashing Alvin's office with a bunch of liquids and powder. So today I'm gonna let him do all the pouring, and he poured 5 beautiful glasses of boba that I selected from different shops. I all ordered bubble tea, which means it's janai. It's not like weird black tea latte, matcha infused, whatever. It's just plain classic bubble tea with bubbles and with 30% sugar, which is the less sugar version, which is supposed to be best, and a lot of ice. But according to Alvin, a lot of them put way too much ice inside, so it was just selling bubble water. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to do a blind tasting where I taste all these different kinds and I rate them from 1 star to, what is it, 3? 2, 4, oh, no, 2 5 stars. And then we're gonna figure out which one was the best and which one was the worst. And since none of them are sponsoring us, we get to trash them if we'd like to. No pressure. Okay. So the idiom, play it by ear, means to be more flexible with your plans. It means that someone is opening to accept any change or other arrangements when it comes to meeting up with someone or following through another plan. So a good way to use it would be, say that you're going to hang out with your friends and you say, let's play it by ear, because you're not really sure when you can leave the house. All right, I'm gonna start with my first cup. Where should I start? I just realized I'm wearing the same color as all the bubble tea. A milk tea theme today. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna open this up. So some of our readers requested that we show the table. So this is us showing you a rather clean setup as opposed to my usual messy one. We can try the messy one next week. Can we? Can we?
Yes.
Okay. And then, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. It's not bad. It's pretty chewy. So I'm thinking I'm gonna rate these by the texture of the boba and why are you laughing?
Yeah.
By the texture of the boba and whether the tea has that earthy tea scent that's just enough that ties in well with the milk and the smell of the black sugar in the boba. I like this one. Okay. Can I try the second one?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me zoom in. I'm changing the frame a lot today.
Why?
That way the boba will look less disgusting.
Boba is Taiwanese identity. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Okay, but you
we're playing identity card now. Okay, good.
Oh, we agree to disagree? No? Or you just disagree?
Let me just focus on Zelda.
So this one has like tinier bubbles. Where did I get this? I used to like the tiny ones, and then I realized the best one is if you mix them together. I think this is very mild. It's not sweet enough. So out of these two, I think I give this one a 3 for this one, the round mason jar. And then I give this one so far a 4 because I feel like I can save the best for last.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So to play it by ear actually came from in the 16th century, and there were musicians who were really talented. They had really good pitch, so they could just hear a song and then play it by ear and then just map out all the chords and all the notes. I personally could never do that. I can barely read notes. When I used to play the piano, I would memorize everything on the keyboard and I would just refuse to read the notes. And then at some point my music literacy became very bad because I just relied on my hearing and my visualization of like the keyboards to figure that out. So it's really cool when musicians can just hear something and just figure it out on the keyboard. Have you ever met someone who's been able to do that besides singing it out loud?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I was elsewhere. I wonder where the drink comes here. Okay, let me move it a bit to the side.
He's just ignoring me today.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Dude,
so
seriously.
what was your question again?
My question was, have you ever met someone around you where they could just listen to music and just play it out loud on a keyboard? without having to read the music notes?
Oh yes, there was once. Okay, one of my 学长 did that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do I know this person?
No.
Okay.
Someone you don't know.
All right. Yeah, my piano teacher used to be able to do that, but that's why she's my teacher.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the third one. I like this glass though. I always like these like very simple long glasses because they remind you of milk ads. You know, like in American movies, like the kid always has like this round straight glass of milk and it's always morning, and sometimes I try to dip a cookie inside and then it spills out.
No, I don't. But if you have a glass like that, you can have different layers of alcohols.
This is still campus appropriate, Alvin. I don't like this. The boba is too stiff.
See?
It feels like, hey, there's good boba on the market. This one tastes like trash. The boba tastes stiff. It tastes like it's artificially made. So like when you bite in, it doesn't softly bounce back like a memory foam. It just tastes like a stale gummy. And the tea tastes like it's been in the cupboard for ages.
But I've heard if the boba bowls are made of natural ingredients, they congealed hard. So if they stay al dente or anything like Q, then there's something funny about them.
You know what? I like my chemicals. I'm not at the age where I give a crap about that.
Yeah, have your chemical bubbles.
These bubbles are see-through. They're like the white bubbles. They're not the black tapioca ones. They look disgusting. They look like...
If they're white, they're not bubbles.
Then what are they? Jello?
If they're white, they're foams.
See, the cue for this one is very different from the first one. The first one, it's kind of soft, like a memory foam. This one is really elastic, but it's not as like gross as this one. And to be fair, the tea smells pretty nice, but it smells like artificial jasmine, so not a big fan.
For me, there's no difference.
You're not the one drinking this. I'm the one gaining calories drinking this.
All right. That's a lot of sacrifice. I'm sorry. Okay.
The last one also has the see-through tapioca bowls. I think this one tastes better than this just because the boba tastes more natural. But I don't... the tea tastes very mountainy.
The only thing I can say, I like that glass.
Oh yeah, I do like this glass. A lot. It was buy one, get one free. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out the stars in my head while I proceed with the term play it by ear. So to play it by ear, when people use the term play it by ear, I feel like it's because they're not ready to commit to any concrete plans. And I think it's okay if you're a college student and you have a lot going on in your life, but as an adult, I feel like when people say let's play it by ear, it's pretty disrespectful because I'm the Monica of the group if you guys watch Friends, and I always have to plan everything. I hate it when restaurants don't let me make reservations because I hate the idea that you're gonna go somewhere and just gonna figure out what to eat, and then there could be lines outside and then you just have to wait there in your heels in the hot air or in the cold. It doesn't sit well with me that we don't plan things. So when people say let's play by ear, and I'm like, that means I'm not leaving the house by 8, I guess. So that's how I feel. But I feel like I think it depends on the culture and how you were raised, because I feel like in our culture, when people make plans with us, we are told by our parents to value those plans and to respect those plans, so we try to commit even though we don't always show up on time. But I feel like in North American culture, I heard this term used a lot when I was a student, and I think it was because everyone had to work, they had other parties that they were invited to, or they were probably going to be drunk by the time you were available, so no one was really ready to commit to something, and they didn't want to be guilt-tripped into following through those plans. So I guess that's how that term becomes more popular in the States than it is with our culture. I don't know, are you the type of person that likes to play it by ear?
For some things, yes, I do. For
what things?
Some things, no, I don't. For
I like this one.
I've never made any traveling plans. When I travel,
Not even
like
the tickets?
I travel like a nomad.
Not even the plane tickets?
I don't usually fly. I'm afraid of heights.
You're afraid of heights, but you don't. No one forces you to look out the window.
I travel
You,
by boat.
that's hard. So. How did you survive the plane ride to the Netherlands?
I only flew when I was very young. Basically, I've never left the island now.
Not even Japan?
No.
But how come you have all these Japanese gadgets? Shopee?
They do international shipping now.
I really like this one. So I'm gonna give this one a 5 stars. How about like dinner plans with friends?
Oh yes, you have to do that in Taipei. Otherwise, you don't make reservation, you are not going anywhere. You have no place to eat.
Exactly, right? That's my thing.
Right.
But then no one does it, so
But
I have to do
outside of Taipei, some of the very popular restaurants, they don't take reservations.
That's fine. They've earned it.
You have to show up.
They can behave like that. And granted that it probably tastes great, but for like the normal restaurants where they have a nice ambience and the food's like mediocre, but they look nice on Instagram, I prefer that I can make a reservation.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I like making plans for dinner, and when I travel, I usually just figure out the travel tickets for transportation and accommodation, and then I have a list of places that I'm interested, but I never plan when or where, like how I'm gonna end up there.
Oh, yes, yes. You always need to keep some things flexible like that.
And I love going to cities because I get to just walk around. If the city's not too big, then I can just not follow my initial plans and just get lost, and that's usually my favorite type of traveling. But we're actually going off topic. So I just rated my boba set over here. So the one that got 5 stars was this one. Okay, and we're gonna figure out which store that came from. And then 4 stars is the last one with the nice cup. Okay, and then the 3 stars one is the one in the mason jar.
Okay.
Okay, and the 2-star ones is this one in
Semi-messenger.
No, they designed this after a beer can. So if you Google it on Shopee, it's like you have to Google beer can.
It doesn't look like one.
And this is my favorite glass, but not favorite glass, but preferably favorite glass, and it only got 1 star because of the creepily tasting bobas. Okay, so should we show them which one?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do that.
The first one is my favorite is 真煮蛋 True Dawn. Is it True Dan or True Dan or True Dawn?
I don't know. I've never gone to any of those shops.
Because you don't like boba.
I make my own drink. I make my own coffee. I make my own tea.
Can you make your own boba?
And I don't drink sugar.
This is a very painful conversation to have with someone like you.
Thank you.
Alright, so the first one is 蒸煮蛋. I'm gonna save the last one for the last because we're trashing it. So, alright, 5 stars for 蒸煮蛋. And then 4 stars is the one in the glass that Alvin and I both like. It's 梧桐号. I feel like there's a theme here. I think I'm gravitating towards names where there's only 3 letters or 3 characters.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so 4 stars. Oh my god, this is hot. There's a candle here. You put a candle.
It's not a candle.
It's fire.
It's a gaslight.
So you can gaslight me throughout the whole show? Are you trying to imply something
No,
here?
no.
That's all you do with boba. You constantly
Hey, you
gaslight
asked
me.
for it. You put it there. It looks really beautiful.
I know, but it's hurting my skin every time I reach over here. Alright, so 3 stars goes to the mason jar, and it is maku. I heard that maku is very famous for its cheese foam. They add cheese into cream foam, and then they put it on top of drinks, and the kids love it. They've been raving over it.
You eat cheese, you don't drink cheese. That's the difference.
You must really
between adults and kids.
You must really dislike experimental, like high-end French cuisines, right? Because they emulsify stuff together that don't usually go together, and they turn it into this saucy thing, this nice presentation. You must hate those, right?
Yeah, let's move on.
Hey, Why does he keep ignoring me? All right, so the last two. Here, we have the milk glass and the beer glass. And let's go with the beer glass. The beer glass is I think they do better with 仙草, with grass jelly, right?
They're most famous for their 仙草, milky, whatever.
Is it okay for you to do milk and 仙草?
No.
So anything in milk besides milk.
Milk is Western. 仙草 is Eastern.
豆浆 and 仙草.
豆浆? No.
Why not? They're both Eastern.
No.
It sounds like a good idea.
豆浆is breakfast protein. 仙草 is summer cooling, whatever you call that.
Why do you have to be so pedantic about this? It's food. Cultures change. They evolve. At least people still like 仙草. At least it's not like a fossil from the past.
Yeah, as long as they pass my digestion system separately, they'll be fine.
Fine. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Okay, so the one that got the last is obviously the one that got famous in China too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're very famous in China and all over the world.
But they're Taiwan-based.
They're Taiwan-based though.
Okay.
Yeah, Coco from Duke. All right,
yeah,
sorry, Coco.
We're having a very messy table today.
If you want us to give you a different review, maybe you should consider sponsoring the English department here at SHU, at Shih Hsin University. We might be able to try something different, okay? Thank you. All right, so this is the end of my blind tasting, and just in case you guys forgot, because we kept talking about something else, the idiom of the day is to play it by ear. It means that you're very open to changing plans, and it's very convenient if you're not ready to commit to any solid plans. So that's the end of our episode today. I think we can wrap it up here, and please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification buttons, and you can leave a comment if you have any other thoughts on bubble tea. Cheers.
Say bye.
Bye.